Welcome back to GH Always channel. Today we will learn about the explosive family drama unfolding between the Davis sisters, as one sister's reckless actions may have devastating consequences for their father. The tension in Port Charles has reached a boiling point, and we're about to witness one of the most emotionally charged confrontations in recent memory. A sister's wrath. Molly's potential breaking point. The typically level-headed Molly Lansing Davis stands at the precipice of an emotional breakdown as her father, Rick Lansing, fights for his life following a horrific car accident. Sources close to the production reveal that Molly may soon hold her sister Kristina Corinthos Davis directly responsible for Rick's life-threatening injuries. The usually composed attorney is reportedly preparing to unleash years of pent-up frustration on her impulsive sister. "If he doesn't make it through this, it's on you," Molly might declare in upcoming scenes, her voice trembling with a mixture of fear and rage. This time, you've gone too far. The sisterly relationship, which has weathered numerous storms over the years, faces its greatest test yet. Molly's potential ultimatum, that Kristina must face the consequences of her actions, could fracture their bond beyond repair. Those familiar with Molly know she values justice above all else, even when it comes to family, making this confrontation all the more significant. A revenge plot gone terribly wrong. What started as Kristina's misguided attempt at revenge against Ava Jerome has spiraled into a nightmare scenario affecting innocent bystanders. In her determination to make Ava pay for perceived wrongs, Kristina reportedly tampered with what she believed was Ava's car, cutting the brake lines in a moment of blind rage. In a cruel twist of fate, it wasn't Ava who slid behind the wheel of the sabotaged vehicle, but Rick Lansing and Elizabeth Baldwin. The irony is particularly bitter. Kristina's attempt to harm someone she despises has instead endangered her sister's father and a beloved community nurse. "I never meant for this to happen," Kristina will likely plead as the truth emerges. It was supposed to be Ava's car, not Rick's. But intentions matter little in the face of such devastating consequences. Eyewitnesses report seeing Kristina arrive at the crash scene, her face draining of color as she recognizes Rick's bloodied form inside the mangled vehicle. The realization that her actions have directly harmed her sister's father will reportedly send Kristina into a spiral of guilt and self-recrimination. Rick's life hangs in the balance. Medical professionals at General Hospital are preparing for what could be a challenging case as Rick Lansing arrives with significant trauma, including a severe head injury that could have long-lasting implications. Insiders suggest that Rick might slip into a coma, leaving his daughter Molly to maintain a heartbreaking vigil at his bedside. The hospital corridors, already familiar with tragedy, will become the backdrop for intense family drama as Molly processes the possibility of losing her father. Dr. Hamilton Finn and Dr. Portia Robinson may be called upon to perform delicate procedures to relieve pressure on Rick's brain, while the Davis women wait anxiously for updates. "We're doing everything we can," a doctor might reassure Molly, though the prognosis remains uncertain. The next 48 hours will be critical. During these tense hours of waiting, Molly could piece together the truth about the accident's cause. Perhaps she'll overhear Lucky Spencer confronting Kristina, or maybe Kristina herself will confess out of overwhelming guilt. Regardless of how the revelation comes, it will reportedly hit Molly like a physical blow, compounding her fear with righteous anger. A sister already at her breaking point. This potential tragedy couldn't come at a worse time for Molly, who has already endured a series of devastating personal losses. The recent miscarriage of her much-wanted baby left her emotionally raw, while her breakup with longtime partner T.J. Ashford removed a crucial support system just when she needed it most. Add to this the ongoing crisis involving her half-sister Sam McCall, and Molly was already struggling to keep her head above emotional water. The prospect of losing her father, especially due to her sister's reckless behavior, might be the final straw that breaks Molly's carefully maintained composure. Friends close to Molly have noticed her increasing withdrawal and worry that this latest crisis could push her toward a complete emotional breakdown. She's been through too much already, a concerned Alexis Davis might observe. I don't know how much more she can take. Molly's legal training has always given her a unique perspective on justice and consequences. Now, those principles will be tested as she weighs family loyalty against her belief that actions must have appropriate repercussions. The confrontation we've been waiting for. When Molly finally confronts Kristina about her role in the accident, viewers can expect an explosive scene unlike anything we've seen between the Davis sisters before. Sources suggest that Molly's normally measured approach will give way to raw emotion as she demands accountability from her sister. "You did this," Molly might accuse, her voice rising uncharacteristically. "Your obsession with getting back at Ava might cost our father his life." Kristina, already drowning in guilt, will likely attempt to defend herself initially before the weight of her actions fully sinks in. The realization that her impulsivity has once again caused collateral damage, this time to her own family, could be a turning point for the troubled Corinthos' daughter. This confrontation has been building for years, with Molly repeatedly watching Kristina make self-destructive choices without fully facing the consequences. From Kristina's involvement with the Dawn of Day cult to her recent promise to let Molly adopt her baby, a promise later rescinded, causing Molly immense pain, patterns of behavior have established Kristina as someone who acts first and considers the fallout later. Lucky Spencer enters the fray. Adding another layer to this family drama is Lucky Spencer's arrival at the accident scene. His connection to Elizabeth Baldwin makes his presence both logical and emotionally charged. When he discovers Kristina's involvement in the crash that has endangered his former love, his reaction is reportedly swift and unequivocal. "Kristina, what did you do?" Lucky might demand, his voice carrying across the crash site. This public accusation could be what ultimately forces Kristina to face the reality of her actions. Lucky's presence also serves as a reminder of the far-reaching consequences of Kristina's vendetta against Ava. It's not just Rick who's suffering. Elizabeth, a beloved nurse and mother, is also fighting for her life because of Kristina's impulsive decision. The road to redemption or ruin. While insiders suggest that Rick will ultimately survive this ordeal, the journey to that outcome will be fraught with tension and uncertainty. Molly will reportedly experience moments of absolute despair, convinced that she's about to lose her father forever. These dark hours might lead Molly to make declarations she can't take back, potentially telling Kristina that she'll never forgive her if Rick dies. Such ultimatums, even if later regretted, could permanently alter the sisters' relationship. For Kristina, this incident might finally serve as the wake-up call she's needed. After years of acting impulsively and being shielded from the worst consequences by her powerful father Sonny Corinthos, facing the reality that she nearly killed her sister's father could force genuine introspection and change. "I need to be better than this," Kristina might realize in a moment of clarity. "I can't keep hurting the people around me." What lies ahead for the Davis sisters? As this drama unfolds in the coming weeks, viewers can expect to see new dimensions of both Molly and Kristina emerge. Molly's typically controlled demeanor may give way to emotional outbursts that surprise even those closest to her, while Kristina might display unexpected depth and remorse. Their mother, Alexis Davis, will likely find herself caught in the middle, trying to support both daughters through this crisis while dealing with her own complicated feelings about Rick, her ex-husband. This family dynamic promises to deliver some of the most emotionally resonant scenes of the season. Will Molly find it in her heart to forgive Kristina once the immediate danger has passed? Can Kristina truly change her impulsive nature after seeing its devastating consequences? And how will Rick's recovery, assuming he does recover, affect his relationship with both Molly and the daughter who inadvertently put him in harm's way? The answers to these questions will unfold in the dramatic episodes ahead, as the Davis sisters navigate perhaps their greatest challenge yet. Stay tuned to GH Always for continuing coverage of this developing storyline and all the latest updates from Port Charles.